That's it. Now, men find here Dikama, Ochedi Amponya, me say, and they were my daff face out here. Now, Mincha one cause I saw my Akunya say, you met no video soon. I so, ye monkumo. But Yamina back man, Mammy Janet. My Fakonya switch here and PP phone in Amuti, Miss Abramo say, Achia name we at the Sabi Bonina. A Bruneba party, the best 92.9. Narcotic issues. Look. And yet be a politics, because sometimes if you only want to look at the fanfare and NDC as a political party, I think say kasa no ya mo de esene adwuma na ye de ama wo msamonye kojo yete se upew se umpew ebri a ye kasa Ghana for de man no amamra man no bambo bibia de ase yewrajo mama ene na mpamfo nsem enti uwa judi uwa djuma uwa sudie so ye djuma wadjuma na ye no se wan to bo ase a ebiri bia no be kasa na kasa na yomu ade ti am kasa. First of all, let me take you to Ghana kromo away amamra ebo narcotic control board ne ono ba bi ote no ye amamra bo na ye kufu ado aban no horo no and go to this law was passed in 2020 NDC for na Mrana down the framework now wodi ba be adwuma na gaza and amount fapim apart from the PNDC one na narcotic drug enforcement. Now there's a law the MPP government if you abamu and they abay and samrano na ama utumi a wodi ba be all the operational worker so where from this propaganda where from this yentum futrongu govoze the government the previous government and the government we took over did nothing or nipa no why the framework of your work and again. Now let's look at the value chain of this illicit drug ekoswa na minuaziga try to open a block. Do you know, sir, there are agencies, organizations I work room wa abana nkasa even the government agencies na part of it that yamamu license and to me krata say sa substance yamumfamra kromwa purposely or primarily for other drug based friends related pharmacological stuff. For instance, let me give you a typical example. Ephedrine. The base for ephedrine this narcotic drugs here can was me into abayama individual organizations be any on one kasa ban ekwoni bitumi a amokofa sa drugs yi eba kromwa problem a ye wo man mu amambosem. For instance, let me use them Ghana na aban tema general stores on ye de yen enduro ni bibia akogu na aban akra eduro aban na kasa if drink drugs ye kan was aban na kasa kra bibaw aban trim board dey ba ne say ye de be nduro e de amatimamfo na wo ye general stores manager na illegally wa fa eduro ni bia akoton wa bonten. How does that a friend is say equate say aban na mababa tena say ndc aban na anya adwuma ne ye entina onipa bi trim po adwembone kwanbone sunti sa drugs yi APF tema general stores about market. Me na say what myself. You were big pharmaceutical giant in Ghana. For instance, Entrance Pharmaceutical owned by Area Tobinco. Yeah. And one of the biggest pharmaceutical giant in Africa. Kessben or the license to import some of these drugs we are talking about. Ababidu. Food and Drugs Authority are satisfied say or that one Standards Authority are satisfied so that one customs has cleared. Ababidu where now Kafra nipa boni ni bia Yera Tobinco afa de juma a ye juma o Tobinco Entrance Pharmaceutical Company Limited. Now a small girl product way and they are back to the system for the selfish gain. Meaning I say what I say. These are the problem of our society that we have to find solutions to it. Not just to go around pretending say abanye twemu anyahwe. No, it's a canker in our society and we have to find ways and means to it. Look, Mrs. talking about drug red. Let me tell you, if you want to check the chain the marketing chain of this radar, the source is not even in Ghana. The source somewhere in Burkina Faso, in what do you call it, Niger and Mali. And these boys here,
yes.
You see them all over the place.
Yeah.
They are the vehicle they are using to pass on these drugs into our community. And scraps here, and that is their trade. They are the carriers. Me, you more mining community.
Okay.
If I tell you the devastation effect on drugs on my community, you have no idea. There are young people, many are starting mule, mo, babo, money at their day from a tankaman quanta because of drugs. We have lost their God-given talent. If I tell one guy, babo, or sawaha, you could see that this is somebody he was gifted. So but because of drug and then abrabo nase. So it is a societal issue. We have to deal with it head on. Devoid of politics. Because and then these people are able to find themselves in our schools.
Yes.
So you and I, we are not safe.
Yes.
Some of the drugs neighbor secondary school nasa obawa and sharp party color. The drug that will be transmitted into the high schools, into the primary schools. Yembusasa o papa MPP ni anase o mami NDC ni. So all of us, we are at risk, and therefore we have to tackle this menace devoid of politics, so that if nationally we have to have a national policy or a national dialogue that will bring all cronies, everybody on board for us to discuss the menace of drug trafficking in our community.
Okay.
That is the way to go. And yes, lawyer, I am piano babeto. What I am piano, you should avert your mind to the fact that the law that is even giving you the mandate was established by the then government.
Okay.
So what I said.
Okay.
Now you tackle drug trafficking as a holistic problem today. Remember another one.
Yeah, quick one now for you, uncle.
We have allowed our neighbors, Nigerians, to come and dominate the prostitution chain in Ghana. And do you know what they are using this prostitution chain for? It is to traffic drugs. And no call sua. Ebo enyumre non do baku do bionu don ko non bionu miensa, and then they traffic to about 7 a.m. You see these fine ladies, and then you take them and they will sell them to you. It is a problem of our society, and these things, apart from the labor traffic in it, there's also drug trafficking. Nigeria for it is the business. Just recently, I saw a news, a friend's item. One guy, Bichino do whatever, has been in prison for 10 years for trafficking and kola as young as 15 years. Or Bedu Ghana, I know they are a particular date to swear an allegiance that they will not go and say anything. And they traffic these drugs through these small girls on our society.
Okay.
And this is a problem.
Yeah.
I want this thing, and we let's not make more so that I'll give them information. During the day, these same girls are they find themselves in our various saloons. And then even at the universities, nails, school, makeup, and any other, they deal with these girls because I want to know what the purchasing power I get to sort for those services. And when they sort for those services, they introduce our girls into drugs. So it is a very big problem we have. And until as a country we come together and say no, it is a no for us, just like we are waging war against Galamsey. Let's wage the same war against it, devoid of politics. If not, now by MPP and this year, so we were even vital information to help you or better say. One for issue where man me this case, some of this information you get it. So it's a whole value chain that needs to be looked into. And then we have to stop them. What I said, and Kolana all in the name of policy, make up and all those things. We have to investigate. They are all transit points of these drugs, and if we are not careful, it will damage our society in the next 50 years, if you are not careful, you and I, we are not safe.
Yeah, like Bachman was saying.
Look, my son is in SS.
Okay.
And the headmaster